Everything here is legal, and having cops around is not good for my business.
Defensive much?
Oh, sorry. Were you here to buy a double bubbler? No, we're here about Charles Murphy. He bought a $200 water pipe, charged it on his Amex last night at 2 a.m. Okay, is there a problem? That wasn't Charles Murphy, that was the guy who stole his credit. You remember the guy? 5'10", blonde hair, gay face. Gay face? Okay, you're gonna come down to the station with us and help us make a sketch. I can't just close my store.
How about Fred? He looks like a retarded Gary Oldman. Looks like the maitre d' a meth lab from the 70s, for Christ's sakes.
Say that Carol Alt is currently a supermodel.
She says she's a supermodel.
Would it make her a supermodel that I don't know her?
I wouldn't consider her a supermodel,
Do you think she ever was a supermodel? Judging from the criterion used today of what a supermodel is.
No.
Sir, there's no parking, sir. You can't park, sir. You can't park.
He, Fred, was making a scene. He was this maniac honking his horn. He was leaning on it like a road rage person. He was being so obnoxious. People are turning around looking. What is this guy doing? Pounding on the horn and holding.
Hey, baby. Would you like to dance? Huh?
Actually, with my fiance. No, thank you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't look like much. I mean, you should dance with a real man.
I was, and when we finish our drinks, I will be again with him. Thank you, though. Hey, I said get...
I don't know, Tracy. It's tough, this radio business.
Yeah.
It's lonely. It's lonely.
I want to be Fred. Fred's got to be free.
Play sound effects.
I'll do it.
That's it.
Okay, well.
Fred, why don't you play some wedding music? We'll all get aroused thinking of your wife.
Yeah.
I can kick both your asses.
Security.
That's it.
You couldn't even stand up to the guy who's kissing your wife.
Oh, really?
Right in the studio. You're a pussy.
Yeah, that's right. That's why your music won't be on the soundtrack, because you're so brilliant.
Can I say something?
Fred, you think I'm not Larry Green? I'm Fred.
Wait, easy. Sit down. Sit down.
Hey, how you doing? All right. Yeah. Are you freezing cold out there? Thank you, sir.
Tearing down the walls of heartbreak. Tearing down the walls of my pride.
Put down your guitar and listen now. Well, Simon, be honest with Fred.
In England, we called him a pub singer.
There you go.
I could sit here and read live commercials and just make tons of money for the company. I could tell you the same thing over and over again.
I can't be tagged as the guy who's a dick.
They must be so jealous of me. I'm so successful. And they're just kind of not. You know what I mean? I feel the jealousy. That's why I don't leave my house. Don't you also sort of harbor some resentment, even though it's not logical, but you resent your baby for being in the way of your career?
Because we don't want the Japs anymore, man.
Because I want respect.
Some people say our show was the first reality show. I don't think there's one thing I've ever said on the radio that would have been found indecent or obscene. The secret to my show is honesty, reality, that I will say the truth.
Out on the streets, I'm stalking the night. I can hear my heavy breathing. Paid for the kill, but it doesn't seem right. Something there I can believe in. Voices are calling from inside my head. I can hear them. I can hear them. Vanishing memories of things that was said. They can't try to hurt me now. But a shot in the dark. One step away from you. Just a shot in the dark. Always creeping up on you. All right. Taught by the powers that preach over me. I can hear their empty reason. I wouldn't listen. I learnt how to fight. I opened up my mind to treason. But just like the wounded, and when it's too late, they'll remember. They'll surrender. Never a care for the people who hate. Underestimate me now, but a shot in the dark. One step away from you. Just a shot in the dark. Nothing that you can do. Just a shot in the dark. Always creeping up on you. All right. This week on Lotus Notes, in order to appeal to super composer John Williams, Kobe Bryant is going to have to become a rapist.
I was not expecting that pairing of references.
What an audible, David. I know you're a huge sports fan. You said, you got to call. I got a text from David. Yeah. He's like, Ozzy's dead, Ozzy's dead, Ozzy. I'm like, Ozzy Newsome? You're a Cleveland Browns fan. The first Ozzy you know is Ozzy Newsome.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Ozzy Smith? The black
Ozzy and Harriet? Right, yeah.
Yeah, that would be yours. Ozzy and Harriet. And not going to be the whole show, but yes, we all know Ozzy Osbourne passed away. Rest in peace, the Prince of Darkness. Yeah. David goes, speaking of the darkies, David goes, we're talking about death. He's like, oh, yeah. And I don't know, the black guy from the Cosbys died. I'm like, the black guy from the Cosbys?
Right. Can you be
the whole
specific?
show? Who, Elvin, you talking about? Malcolm Jamal Warner, MJW, is probably more important to my childhood than Ozzy was, for Christ's sake. Unfortunately, the curse of 1998 got me. I was not able to find the time Malcolm Jamal Warner called into the Stern Show.
Oh, I didn't know he did. Okay.
So Bon Jovial and I were going over this, how annoying the poor guy was looking for 1998 files for me. And it's a year that is, I believe, is being buckwalded in terms of there is just every time I find some salacious shit, whether it's Howard planning to get an apartment from Trump to get out of his house, and this is a year before his separation was announced, or him saying, hey, I ran into Regis in this building, which is his building, and he's lying that he fucking moved out, and it's a year before he announced. So every time I look for something, 20% is deleted from this 1998.
I love that live. Like, I ran into Regis in this building where I get my mail. You know,
that's kind of how he said it.
God
and I vaguely remember hearing that, being like half asleep and going, "What? You ran into what building? Where's he?" Because all you knew of him was just like beelining it home after the show.
Right.
He never stayed in the city. And that's a dead giveaway. He had been separated a year before his announcement.
Yeah, the celebrity encounters seem to pick up quite a bit of steam at the end of the 90s. Yeah.
What did you say about those years at 01 and?
Well, they're very murky. I could never find, when I was listening to Howard clips on YouTube to assemble my knowledge of the show. 2001 and 2 always seemed to be years that were never represented, but there was always an overabundance of 2003 clips, because I think it was, Artie at the top of his K-Rock game, and so and Beth was kind of fully integrated into into Howard's world. So there is like a noticeable dearth of material from those 2 years, which
all of the above. All of the above. When I first started being like a collector, hoarder of the Stern archives, those 2 01 and 02 were the most difficult years to find at all. And now 98 has stepped up and passed them. 01 and 02 has now since surfaced, thanks to like Steve S. and Boff and guys like that. And some people have gotten, and certainly Todd Packer. And so 01 and 02 are not the problem they used to be. 98's a huge problem now.
Yeah.
98's from the years I started listening, 98's the most prickly year to assemble in full. I mean, 92's hard. I mean, from 94 on, 98's the most difficult year to get in full.
I would say, like, I expect the years before they were ever on television in some capacity to be difficult to find.
Yeah,
as well.
That's the first year they were on E. You're right. 94 is the first year they were on E.
Right.
That's a good call by you. So Sarah says we are $90 away from the month's ARM fund. Yes, my Lexapro fund. I'm on 100 milligrams of Lexapro. I upped my dosage 10 days in, and Tamara Francois is the Regina King of the pharmaceutical industry. Giving the blessing on the 100 milligrams. I don't feel any different. I am lethargic though. We did David, Sarah and I did Vander Arm Rules, and we just uploaded the 6th episode of the first season, and I don't know if you could tell, I had to really rally. Was I yawning in the thing? I was really, really tired.
I felt like I was kind of low energy too. Like I didn't feel the need to ask to pause that often, and I felt like I was kind of. I personally
it's a tough thing to do, not
show.
having full energy, full boost.
Right.
It really, because you feel, and I've always been able to amplify myself, but I was just struggling. I was just slugging it out, and I have to blame the medication I'm on. It's something. I have no excuse. It was the middle of the day. You can't you can only blame the circadian rhythm so much.
No. I mean, people should still go check it out. I think
it's still good. It's still good.
Really, really fun observations about.
Make no mistake, it's still very
gold.
Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone who can donate, please do. I implore you, if you can, for us. Sarah gets her little stipend as well, so she can go buy her Headless Horseman for Halloween. What the hell was I going to say? Crazy Robin, welcome. Good to see you. Hooper, Earth Dog, GFX. There's Dr. Sarah. Finished the woman. She couldn't help me. We're gonna do a cleaning out the computer next week, and we're gonna dive into more Ozzy that you like, the fucking Insane Clown Posse versus Sharon. Maybe the first time they come on as a full family, promoting the fucking Osbournes in 2002. But I have some early stuff. Again, we're gonna do Fred, but I just wanted to start with this because this ambushed me. I was taking a goddamn nap, and Sarah's the what you call her, the Grim Reaper of, she loves to deliver death news to people. The first person, like as soon as it hits the wire, you Ozzy's dead, Ozzy's dead, Ozzy's dead.
She's Crispin Glover in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Oh God, yes. And she'll be happy to know she can take credit for delivering the news. She's on here. Ozzy's dead. Ozzy's dead. Ozzy's dead. Look at this. Crazy how your first guest is Ozzy and your second guest that day is Paul McCartney. Yeah, they were on, was that 2001? Yeah, Johnny Depp is on that same week. October of fucking 2001. That was crazy.
The Twin Towers go down and Howard's entitled to rack up all the celebrities after that point.
He actually had a show that people forget about. It was either the next year or it was Billy Joel and Michael J. Fox, who were his Hamptons neighbors, and you didn't know it at the time, called in to reminisce about 9/11. It was like the years, like the full years. Joni, I'm not a huge metalhead, but I'm sad tonight. I can only imagine those who followed him since the beginning. We're going to go into his career a little bit, Joni, because there's a part of me that says, well, I'll go into it when we play the video.
I have to say, he's younger than I thought he was. I thought he was
77.
I thought he was a year older. No, I thought he was like 5 years older, but...
He is 25 years younger than you.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that you could be in as great a shape as you were in, and he could be in, you know what I mean? Like you're not even in the same generation.
No.
I'm impressed you know who he is going the other way.
Yes, I got back from World War II and he was born and
Sharon's probably not too far off from joining. Sharon seems like she's way too self-preserving. Like, she's
4 years younger than him.
Yeah, she was never in bad health. I think she was the opposite lifestyle. He was in Light in the Windows, A Crack in the Sky. Sarah's quoting Ozzy there. Too bad Ozzy went before that twat. Yeah, Sharon has been on my shit list for a number of years since she fired my Nubian queen, Holly Robinson Pete from
from the
fucking
Talk.
And I like Leah Remini too. So the two
Yeah.
best people on the show get fired, and I've never forgiven her for that. She's a lascivious C-word in many ways.
Hey, John and Sarah, it's Holly Robinson Pete. How you doing?
There's our redemption.
Don't you want a daily take from Sarah Gilbert? Don't you want that, John?
What a weird rotate. Wasn't Jerry O'Connell on that thing at the end?
He still is. He still shows up occasionally. Like,
did they cancel it? The fucking Talk?
No, I think it's it might be gone now. I think, but it's a recent cancellation if it is canceled.
Okay.
Yeah.
I made an Ozzy Sarah said she made an Ozzy banner. I'm looking for. Oh, here it is. Okay. Rip Ozzy, see you on the other side. Rip Ozzy, see you on the other side. Okay, there's it, Sarah. We don't utilize that enough.
Yeah, taking that crazy train to heaven, you know.
Oh, nice, very poetic. There's
you.
Bon Jovial.
Hi, Bon.
Wow. Hello, gentlemen. I just woke up to the news that is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, and I am very sad.
Yeah. Hopefully, Sarah told you, Bond. You had to have learned the news from Sarah, right? Everybody in this chat said they learned it from Sarah. She's the Grim Reaper of bad news.
Yes, I learned it from Sarah, and that's my story. Yes.
Do you remember "Shot in the Dark" from the 80s?
Shot through the heart.
No.
Shot in the dark.
It's
and
an Ozzy
arms
song.
to blame.
it's an Ozzy song. It goes, out on the streets, I'm stalking the night. I can hear my heavy breathing. Paid for the kill, but it doesn't seem right. Something there I can believe in. Voices are calling from inside my head. I can hear them. Vanishing memories of things that were said. They can't try to hurt me now. A shot in the dark, one step away from you. Just a shot in the dark, always creeping up on you. All right. It was a Headbangers Ball that was played. What the fuck was that? I Mr. Feeney that in the beginning of the show, and I didn't.
Yes.
I was expecting you to know it. Do you know the time when he and what's her name did the duet together? If I close my eyes forever, did it all remain unchanged? Lita Ford. Do you know that one? That was a pretty big hit at the time.
I think I've heard that. Yeah.
Oh, really? You don't know? Jesus Christ! Wow, those are. See, it's a weird. His career is strange because it was so resuscitated by. I spent 6 months as Ben for it. You never know when he's kidding or not. I'm going to guess this is a joke. I spent 6 months working in Ashton, Birmingham, UK. I used to play daily drive down the Winton Road and past Lodge Road where Ozzy's family's home was. Bless him. Ben, that is so sarcastic. That is a crazy one-liner. I think he's serious, though. Elvin worked at
I'd buy that.
Yeah, I do buy that.
God, isn't it crazy that 98-year-old William Daniels has outlived Ozzy Osbourne?
Is he 98, Mr. Feeney?
He's 98.
He's in his 90s. Yeah, he's in his 90s. Yeah. So, just really quickly on Malcolm Jamal Warner, Bon Jovial and I were going back. We were talking about before how annoying 1998 is, Bon, and trying to find full shows. Like it's 80% there, but only the shows you want. Yeah, right.
That's right.
So one of the shows
Very
missing,
difficult.
of course, is when Malcolm Jamal Warner called in, Theo Huxtable. And, of course, that's also missing from the same fucking year that I told you to get that Trump show, the one that he, offered Howard the apartment. And, of course, Malcolm Jamal Warner's missing. So I can't play that at all. I was looking for that all day yesterday. Couldn't find it. So here is Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, it's crazy.
99 is the year.
So you've got some Ozzy. You've been ferreting today.
Oh, Sarah woke me up. I was taking a fucking pre-show nap, and I get this like manic text, like 15 of them. Ozzy's dead. And I go, oh no, now I have to rise to the occasion and match the moment with a fucking Ozzy. You know, like I'm all set. I had the whole thing done. My dream is to be done, you know, like before to not have to do show prep on the day of the
That's what the
it
dream
never
is
works.
always to be done. You're exactly
It's
right.
everybody's dream is
if
to be
only
done.
it could be like that.
Yeah. And so we look so.
One of these things is not like the other. Yeah. Thank you,
Okay,
David.
so this is Ozzy, what I believe to be his first video appearance in the mid '90s. David's, you know, the E Show had just kind of started a few years in. He was in Private Parts, so I think he'd done the show in early '90s. I don't know about the late '80s, but he definitely probably did it I believe this is the first TV appearance.
I think somebody slipped. He eats bats. How could Ozzy be nervous with me? I'm more nervous to come on the show. He wants Harvey to come in with him. I said,
is he here?
I said, yeah, Ozzy's here.
Oh.
He's ready.
Oh, my goodness.
Let me just say thank you to someone here. That's Danny Provenzano. Love the show. I met Ozzy once at the Brownstone. Danny Provenzano is from Real Housewives. That's like my favorite character on that show. Sarah told me to watch that, and he's like kind of like a quasi mobster, and he would feud with oh my God, I can't believe, is that trolling me? That is such a crazy reference. Who is that? Could that be the real Danny Provenzano? It can't be. It can't be.
I don't know. Yeah, is he the one that went, "We're going on a summer holiday"?
No, that's Simon. That's fucking Simon Van Kempen. Totally opposite people.
Right.
But two people I love. He was like the nemesis, and he dated, oh God, the original. God, Sarah knows it better than I do. The Jersey, she was like billed as the villain of the show, and then later on she be Danielle.
Danielle,
yeah. From the first season, and he was her like bestie. They didn't date, but he was like her hitman. It was bizarre. It was, but I God damn it, I haven't heard that name in years.
That's crazy.
Thank you, DP. God damn it.
I said, how could Ozzy?
This guy eats bats.
Yeah, he eats bats. How could Ozzy be nervous with me? I'm more nervous interviewing Ozzy because Ozzy's a tough interview.
Yes, he is.
Because Ozzy, you know, he don't like to talk.
Didn't Ganji tell you he ran into Ozzy the other day and Ozzy just grunted at him?
Yeah. First time I ever interviewed Ozzy, he just grunted at me. And then after I interviewed him, I ran into him at a hotel by a pool. I don't even think Ozzy recognized me.
I don't know. We were with Ozzy for a week.
Howard running into people at hotels is always, he can't tell like a real, I doubt anything Howard in hotels is always shady as fuck. It's always some Buckwald is involved, and is it the same hotel as Michael Jackson meeting? Are you actually staying there? I never trust him in hotels.
Yeah, you know, that Julia Roberts interview he did is littered with, I saw this celebrity in a hotel. Like who's the blonde Weinstein victim, Mira Sorvino? He claims he saw her in a hotel, and you know, but just in the lobby, or he passed. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of other names, but I've noticed that too, where it's like, especially in this era, he doesn't want to say that he hung out with them, but it's because I think he still feels self-conscious about being too celebrity clouded. So this notion of like they're two ships in the night just passing, it seems to be the safe way to mention that he saw
always
them. Yeah.
If this is the real Danny Provenzano, I'm having my doubts, and I'm just gonna go with it. Danny, he says, I never date. Daniel Staub is the last name, right?
Yeah.
God, I'm such a fan. Dan is the only guy, this is the real guy, who could pull off the hair parted in the middle in 2011.
Right.
And get away. Like, very just like, you know, what's his name? Oh, God, the fucking guy. Cassidy. David Cassidy.
Oh, David Cassidy, yeah.
Very, very sort of David Cassidy meets Jeff Schaefer.
Yeah.
And just a great, one of the most underrated characters in the history of reality TV. I told Sarah he should have a spinoff. Sarah, did I not tell you he should have a spinoff? The Provenzanos. Did I not say that to you? I cannot believe the fortuitous. If this is really him, I'm just going to go along with it. I'm just going to go along with it. Say it's him.
Yeah.
I can't.
Great
Danny,
head of hair.
On the show. You're more than welcome on the show. Email us at thedeppening@gmail.com. We'll just have you on, and we'll just drill you for the Housewives of Jersey stuff, and
absolutely
into Howard stuff. And if you want, if it really is you, that's fantastic. I'm sure Sarah's very excited because she's the one who introduced me to the show. Anyway, let's back to Ozzy.
No.
Thank you, Danny, once again.
And I don't think he recognized us every day.
So please bring in Ozzy. And where's a chair for Ozzy? He's going to sit on the floor? John is really... Gary's not here today, and John...
the chair?
Yeah, John took the chair away.
He's a little overwhelmed.
Bring in Ozzy, bring in Harvey, bring in everybody. Ozzy Osbourne, one of the greatest frontman ever. How could you ever be nervous by me?
I'm not nervous, man. I was detoxing the last time I was there.
Oh,
That wasn't what it was.
You know, that's right. You know what?
Thank you, Danny Provenzano being here from Real Housewives of New Jersey. Guys, would you not agree with me that, and I'm not browbeating you to agree with me, but after Black Sabbath, for what it was, Ozzy had kind of a cheesy solo career. I sang those songs in the beginning, and he didn't translate to the 90s, right? It was just like, okay, he was a joke. He was absolute joke. And the 90s hit, and then
he still
the reality,
was now.
Yeah.
He still was now.
Yeah.
No one's listening. I'm not going to listen to it. No way.
Right.
But he invented metal with Tony Iommi. That's metal. So that's why people love him.
It seems like they didn't credit him.
He comes out and he dances and jumps up and down on the stage, bowing. That was his act. It's just hard to watch. But everybody goes crazy.
The reality show comes out in 2002. So the MTV had an armada of Real Worlds by that point. And there had been some other shows, but this one, for whatever reason, started another format, and then people started to bite off of that.
Right.
And then it spawned like the Kardashians. And then, so Danny, if this is really the real Dan and Provenzano, then the Housewives come out on the heels of that phase of reality shows. And then his kids become this sort of irritating Nepo babies, really one of the original irritating Nepo babies, just sort of drafting onto one like judging show after the next.
Kelly was a host on The View.
Yeah. She gets an album, this is like Lily Rose.
That was the worst part when she made it an album, a single, and that
if you
was
like a Bon
very
Jovi or a David. I mean, these are two musical virtuosos we have here. And you're watching Kelly Osbourne get signed like that because of a fucking reality show. And then Sharon's on The Talk, and she's on reality show judges, and she's kind of the puppet master. She's almost like a musical. What's Kardashian? The mom's name?
Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner. She's almost like a musical. It's the same dynamic, right?
Yeah, it is. And even when she was younger, she was not the most pulchritudinous woman in the
world. Pulchritudinous.
Thank you. Timing.
John repeated the word as the audio was repeating the word. That's so funny. Pulchritudinous.
Yeah, that's how good he is on those drops. Oddly, we're doing a Fred thing here. It's sort of, and then Ozzy got this strange, retroactively ironic popularity with millennials.
Yeah.
After that?
Yeah.
Like my nephew knew who he was. I'm just like,
and I think he was popular.
T-shirts.
He was popular with millennials for being like just high or just in an altered state. Not even
it was done right, like Bon Jovi said, it almost like a joke way, and almost like ironic, goofing on him, like a village idiot kind of way, rock and roll village idiot kind of way. Taking nothing away from, he's probably a lot brighter than we think he is, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But that's how Howard's billing him on the show. It's not out of respect. It's like they're kind of goofing on him.
And I do feel like Crazy Train was the one song that I heard at like every homecoming that I went to. It was popular. That was the one song that kind of broke through to be popular at my generation's high school dances. So
if you tracked like Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath's album sales, it would say like 1978, blah blah blah, the height of it, and then all of a sudden 2005.
Right.
Like it would be this spike for like 20 years. Like what? I couldn't believe I would see like kids, in their teens running around in Black Sabbath t-shirts. I'm like, what is this? It's so.
Right.
I mean, they could have chosen anybody.
Right.
Let's play the clip. We're never gonna get through the clip.
I'm
It's
like the wife because I was doing
5
too many
seconds.
bad things to myself.
Yeah, put this microphone in front of you.
Do I have to have these?
The headphones? Yeah, but also you want to hear Robin and stuff.
Okay.
Welcome,
Yeah,
guys.
put the microphone near you, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Let me soak you in, man. Let me look at you.
Let me
look
soak
at
you in.
What is that around his neck?
God.
That's some satanic stuff. I have that same stuff. I got all that jewelry.
Certainly is.
Let me just look at
loud.
you.
Welcome,
What's the
Chubby
matter? You
Pickle.
falling in love with me or something?
No, let me stare at you, man. I'm not falling in love with you. Take it easy. What do you think? What do you think? I go that way? I'm getting crazy. No, listen, Ozzy.
Look at how good Ozzy looks.
Look how healthy you look.
That's good.
Now that I think about it, the first time I did interview you, your hands were shaking and everything. You were a mess.
I was drinking 4 bottles of Hennessy a day.
Because Kathy Scott and Joni are here from Ireland. Johnny Depp was very, very close to playing Ozzy in a biopic. It was very close.
Interesting.
It was literally announced as a green light, and I saw pictures of him running around with fucking Sharon Osbourne researching him, and then it died. I don't know why. It seemed like an obvious thing to do, and then it just died. It's probably at least 15 years ago.
Interesting.
Just to throw some Depp red meat in the chat.
I wonder.
2 cases of beer, about 4 grams of coke, all the rest of this garbage. And when I came and did this interview, and my wife Sharon was going, because she gives me the orders.
Right.
She goes,
I met her.
Just do this, do that. And so I've got her in the back of my head, like the good one and the bad one. If you say this, you'll say that. So I'm coming to do this interview, and it's like I've got this voice in my head going,
It's your wife.
Make an ass of yourself.
Right. Your wife was, she was right. I mean, you were
She's gone home now, so we can speak freely.
Oh, we can. Good. Excellent.
Not here.
He left his wife at home. Finally. Hey, Harvey, how you doing, dude? Harvey.
Harvey's just waving.
I'd be more nervous having Harvey in the room than have.
David, these are the days where the guests would come too nervous to come on the show, and they would bring their manager with them.
Oh.
And they would come in with their manager as kind of like a wingman kind of deal.
Is the manager ever on camera?
I don't know. I haven't watched this in a
cut
really long time, if I have at all. But this is, to my knowledge, the first time he was ever on film, recorded video for the show.
Right.
When I went and I looked at the archives videos, there's like 35 appearances on video.
God,
they're on all the time. If I'm factoring in the kids and Sharon.
Sure. Yeah. No, the family as a whole, I know, is like a perennial Stern. Sharon, especially since they were co-hosts on AGT. But the kids. Who's the daughter that you never see? She's not attention starved. She never wants to be on camera. God damn it! I think I have her on. I think she Amy
showed
Jessica
up for the there's a Jessica Osbourne.
So there's a Kelly Osbourne, Amy spelled AIMEE.
I think it's her.
There's a Jessica. Yeah, so Amy Osbourne is
she older than
she's 41 years old. She was born in 1983.
I'm going to be dating her in 10 years.
Oh my god.
Jessica is she looks crazy. Jessica was born in 79.
And Kelly was born after that. There's no way Kelly's that old.
Kelly was born in 84.
Okay. It could be euthanasia, Villataro and Autobot. It could be. Sharon got sick from Ozempic. She's had everything done. And I don't know if she's honest about it or whatever. I hope she rots. Sharon actually popularized, when women age, like, and they get into their 60s, they go to the short hair. She actually made that hair like hip for the mom, the sort of grandma mom sect. Totally. The 63-year-old mom, like the short hair they go to now. They don't get that same hairdo.
Right. They don't have the they don't have the Grandma Moses haircut anymore. They have a Sharon Osbourne.
My mother has Sharon Osbourne's hair. It's exactly like it.
Yeah.
I mean, right down to the follicle. She's like a Ginzo. She's like a fucking Ginzo Sharon Osbourne.
Right. The Sharon's first appearance on the show where she's fighting with Insane Clown Posse is probably her best appearance on the show, just because she like brings out receipts about their record sales, and it's a pretty riveting appearance, I have to say. So
Autobot's telling me that there's actually a celebrity named their baby Aquaman. You could actually name your kid like the first name. You could like call it Aquaman.
Yeah.
If you just said it like that, Aquaman.
That's classic. Jesus.
You've thought about this.
That is
just the brown stuff. We have Danny Provenzano in here. You know how big
that.
that is? That is so crazy.
It's an Armageddon.
Thank you, Red Rooster.
We should invite Danny on. We should start a Real Housewives of New Jersey rewatch on Patreon. And
I know. Those early seasons are phenomenal.
They're fantastic.
It's like Soprano-esque in a way.
Yeah.
Thank you, Red Rooster. Okay, back to Ozzy.
I think I'm with you.
You like hanging out with Harvey?
You like hanging out with Harvey?
We go back many years.
Yeah, Harvey's a good man. He's a very good man. Who's the other dude with you? You got a little entourage with you today.
It's my sidekick, Tony Dennis. He's been with me for forever. And
oh, you the guy who takes care of everything? Yep. Yeah, I have one of those.
It keeps the police away.
Yeah, I have one of those. I call him Ralph.
Yeah, it was Billy West in the back. Actually, Billy was gone by then.
Tony, I have a Ralph.
So now what are you drinking, Ozzy? You can't drink the Hennessy.
Yeah, what are you drinking now?
I drink coffee. I've got this new stuff. You've got to try. I brought some down. It's called wheat. What is it called, Tony?
Ozzy's always on and off alcohol and rehab and drugs. I'm just like, just drink. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear you. Just drink. Stop.
This
just
agitates
drink.
your drinking coach side. Yeah. Right.
It really does. It's just so non-committal. He needed a drinking coach. He'd probably live another 78 years if I was his drinking coach.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was vacillating.
I've been drinking.
Just drink.
So
I don't want to hear it. That's okay. What a drop that is. Bond's already beaten Fred. He's been on the show for 10 minutes. It is. It's so Keith Richards-esque too with Ozzy. Ozzy got banned from Kathy Scott with the fucking Louisiana dirt. Ozzy got banned from playing in Baton Rouge, Louisiana back in the late 70s. Could you imagine? You're such a renegade. You're getting banned from Louisiana in the late 70s. How much?
I ain't got time for your bullshit.
The entire swampland doesn't want you. You've impugned the swampland. Get out of here.
That's a real death row scene.
Look at Kathy rolling. Danny Provenzano, if that is you, Sarah is a massive Danielle Staub fan. Danielle Staub is the crazy Kristen Doty.
That's a good comparison.
You know how she had like a hero's journey, almost like a redemption arc.
Yeah.
She really did. And I grew to like Danielle a lot by the end. Like I said, we always say you start hating someone at the beginning and then you like them, and it's something happens, it flips. Right. And she was the one who was able to.
Doty's the same basic bitch that I always knew she was.
Tamara goes, dude, Howard looks like he's a girl playing with his hair, and he really does. Really does, Tam Fran.
Do you think I never hear Howard even fake idolize Ozzy, but do you think Ozzy influenced the fake rocker look, or it was probably all twisted?
Howard's guitar blackface right now. He really is. Ozzy is the template for Howard's, like, not just Dee Snider, but it would be Ozzy after that as the fake rocker persona he's trying to put on. It sort of legitimizes, and Howard takes credit for the Osbournes on MTV.
Yes, that's right.
Now we're going to play that, the next Cleaning Out the Computer, what he claims triggered that. We'll see if when they started, I don't know if they'll admit to it, but we'll see if the Osbournes actually fess up.
Let's get back to Ozzy, because we're never going to get
through
wheatgrass.
This. Wheatgrass. It's like,
you drink all
juice. That? It's like horse piss.
You drink that every morning? That keeps you healthy. No, but you've done a complete...
Yes, thank you, JD. Howard's always running into celebrities in the bathroom, right? As well in the hotel, right.
turn around in your life? Because I was commenting to someone like Ozzy looks about 20 years younger.
No,
I said the other day.
I mean, the last time we met, that was like
you were really messed up.
I was
Howard
really
and Ozzy
on death's door, man.
I was talking to Ozzy the whole time, like his hands were shaking, and I would talk to him, and he'd be like, you were all messed up. And then I remember there was a whole list of rules the last time. You couldn't ask Ozzy about drugs. You couldn't ask Ozzy because Ozzy was on every drug.
Yeah, he was doing too many.
But now you can ask him about drugs because he's off it.
You know, I've just quit smoking. Believe it or not, I'm a month without a cigarette, and I never thought. I mean, out of all the things I put through my body, let me tell you something.
That's the hardest.
I was watching the TV, CNN the other day, and I had some of the guys from the tobacco company, right? And they all stood up there on oath, and they said tobacco is a non-addictive substance. Horse shit.
Wait a second. No, you can't use the S.
Thank you, Villataro. I remember when Iron Man, you know, there was a time when in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or just Marvel in general, nobody knew who Iron Man was. I did. Comic book kids from like Gen X, and I collected it, and I was always a huge Avengers fan, and through proxy of Captain America, I was a pretty big Iron Man fan too. And so when he had the massive movie with Downey, it was crazy to me that that's what they launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe with. But before that, Ozzy's Iron Man and Black Sabbath, was way bigger than the character was. And I know it's probably, I don't know, is it based on the Marvel character? I have no idea. I hope it is. It probably isn't. And I just remember hearing it, it would make me go, oh God, I wish there was a time when this character would be as popular as this song. And that's what I would say in all those years. Yeah. And now we find out that Jose Villataro is uncircumcised.
That's where it is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're saying tobacco. I don't want the audience to miss this. You're saying tobacco isn't addictive.
It is an addictive substance.
It is the most addictive substance on the planet.
It was easier to kick alcohol and cocaine.
Heroin, man. I was taking heroin. It was easy.
It was easy.
Yeah. Now look at me. As if I've just landed from.
Yeah, a lot of the the grunge generation, a lot of the bands of the '90s would credit him, but it seemed like it was after that. And there's that Oz Fest and stuff. Yeah, he's very.
You go to Betty Ford and ask him for the cocktail bar.
Howard invented Ozzy, Justin Farmer. Yes, he invented.
She was. You know, you're like, hey man, would you like to? If you've never tried it before, you want to try everything. You know,
you get into it.
You just want to try it. You know, but when I tried heroin, and first time I tried it was in Germany, I thought the guy gave me the wrong stuff, man, because this can't be the right. I was projectile. Like
you were vomiting.
Like the Exorcist pea soup was coming out of every.
Justin Farmer, I will try to have Baby Benjamin on with Benjamin, and David and Benjamin talking to each other, and Bon Jovi and I'll just sit back, and those two can psychoanalyze each other.
Wait a sec.
You have them?
That reminds me of something.
President Trump, what do you think about Radio Gong doing shows while Howard is on vacation about Mo's favorite Instagram videos?
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Love the way he walks off here. Look at this. He doesn't give
That's the apprentice
any
strut.
Fs.
Look at that. No guinea lines on that grass. How does the man walk to that chopper and not have grass stains on those shoes?
Look at that. I finally made Sarah smile. When I see you smile.
Oh no, is that John Waite song?
I see a ray of light.
Oh no, I can do anything. I can't believe you chose that song. Sharon basically flat on her phone. Dan Arden's footsteps. Hackneyed tough guy, Ben 4810. He literally pickled his brain. Probably one of the greatest behind Sarah Lowe's behind the music. Izzy's music, Crazy Train specifically, also a ton of movies. And,
I mean, it's a really iconic bass line that I should do a cello cover of it. Actually, that would
be good.
He gets off on it
for the next show if you could. That would be
Mama.
great.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to put pressure on you. I don't know how fast.
No, it'd be easy. Yeah, I could do it. Yeah. I could do it during this show and come back and just send it to you.
Oh, I bet
Crazy,
you could.
Robin.
And
Hello,
like
my
for a
dear.
month, you know, I was going, man, the guy, give me some laxative or something.
And you snorted it, and that's always weird, too, because you're getting this stuff, you don't know what anyone puts into it, and you're probably going, hey,
Well,
man, I'm Ozzy Osbourne. Maybe some guy has a vendetta or something.
I'll tell you one thing, that cured my athlete's foot.
Did it? All that throwing up does it, right? But like the first time you do it, you're throwing up and you're not enjoying it. So what makes you do it a second time?
I try. Then I go to LA 2 months later. 2 years later, I'm staying at the Sunset Marquee, which at the time was the in place, which is.
Well, that's where we
met up with you, but you didn't remember me.
Did we?
This is a really funny story. Well, I got to take you back to this. I go to California, and I had interviewed you like a couple of months ago, and Robin and I said, hey, let's stay at the Sunset Marquee because we hear Ozzy hangs out there. A lot of cool people hang out there, and maybe we'll run into him.
We'll network.
We never get to mingle. So I'm sitting by the pool 5 minutes, and you come in with your wife and your daughters and everyone, and it looked it looked kind of weird because, like, you know how you look.
No, but you're all in the
your kids look really conservative. They were all wearing nice white dresses, and your wife is beautifully dressed. And like you're walking around, and it was just the whole picture didn't fit. It looked bizarre, and you were all hanging out by the pool because you lived there or something.
You got to understand that the wife's the boss, man.
No, I understand that, but it was like.
I mean, when she comes.
Is Sarah the Sharon Osbourne of the Deppening? Yeah, there's always a pool story with Howard too. There's always that pool scene, poolside. I was at poolside,
especially during private parts. When he would go out to LA, like, because that's all I remember is Howard trying to sit poolside at the Four Seasons in LA. And, like Sherry Lansing's calling me, or I've got to go to a wig fitting with Tony Coburn or Mary
yes.
Yeah, it's all that.
He says Howard tries to emulate Marilyn Manson more so even so than Ozzy because he's a wannabe Gen X. It's an amalgam of all those people. Yeah, I mean, you could just bounce from one, poser fucking, capricious Ralph scheme after the next, and it's all those guys.
What I appreciate about Ozzy here is that he's not, I mean, he's just kind of a naturally funny person. He's not in character. Like Marilyn Manson, do you remember we watched the clip? He was at one of Howard's shit coma the whole time. Yeah. Yep. So I appreciate that about Ozzy.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well said. Autobot says, no, Iron Man's actually about Jesus Christ. Well, Tony Stark is my Jesus Christ, Autobot.
So we're both right.
Ozzy Football says the song is more based on the Frankenstein monster.
Jesus,
more so than the comic. I knew it wasn't based on the comic. I just wanted to pretend that it was. That was what I told myself all those years. Tendrils goes, never got into Marvel. I don't believe that. I believe you have a photogenic memory for the comic book, Tendrils. I don't believe that for a second. Nobody believes
she's never going to live that down with you.
We should do a show called Covering Our Instagram Feed, says Sarah.
No, thank you.
I know what that means. Howard still cries. Yeah, Howard, I'm sure he'll stop his 4-month vacation and do a tribute. Bad
I'm
English.
walking around Manhattan and she goes, Ozzy, walk straight. Ozzy, don't look that way.
But you
Ozzy.
must like that.
No, it's like a pain at my rear end.
Well, I told you I saw Ozzy at a restaurant the other night.
You've gone overtime in the bathroom, So
see, my wife does that too to me. I mean, my wife runs my whole life.
I wake up in the morning and she's got her knees on my shoulders, squeezing my zits, going, just let me get it. It's like,
why do you stay married, though? Obviously, you could be living the life of a bachelor where you would be having sex constantly with different women.
Yeah, but, I'm not interested. I mean, it's bad enough with the one, and it's as good.
It's good as it's gonna get.
It's as good.
Don't ever, Howsy Football goes, don't ever please compare Sarah to a worthless pig like Sharon Osbourne. Nobody hates Sharon more than I do, Howsy, after the Holly Robinson, Leah Remini debacle. Nobody hates. Nobody marginalizes my Nubian queen.
That's some really dark stuff.
Yeah.
My other favorite Sharon Osbourne thing of late is Kelly Osbourne clearly has had, between Ozempic and she said tons of plastic surgery, and Sharon Osbourne is like denying it in the press. Like, no, she just, was eating healthy and totally denying.
Wow.
Didn't Kelly, wasn't Kelly on that shit even before Sharon was? That she
Probably,
had,
yeah.
She actually looks worse thin.
Yeah.
As much as a Miss Piggy as Kelly is, she actually looks worse thin.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do to her. John Waite, bad English. I cannot believe Bon Jovi sang bad English. I can't believe it.
I see a ray of light.
Oh, you know I can do anything. Sharon looks good. Like
I prefer
Walking
modern
Dead.
English myself, but yeah.
Oh God, I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to go older. So this is these kids, right? So 1998, the Ozzy comes back with daughters Kelly and fucking David is right. Amy, Aimee. You never see her anymore.
You don't.
Matt Howard?
No,
And I'm not taking the clothes off. I am.
You are. All right, Ozzy, so we'll see you in a couple minutes.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Here he is.
There's your Mike Ganji.
There's Mike Ganji. Thank you.
The great Ozzy. Look at Ozzy, man. Always confident. Yeah, Ozzy. There he is. And Ozzy's 2 kids. 2 daughters. Nice kids.
If Casey walks into the studio carrying all 3 of them on his shoulders and stuff.
This is the one where Kelly, she says like the F word or something. Right, like the first thing she says is
Maybe
a swear word they have to bleep.
I could see that.
To talk to Ozzy about Ozzy stuff when his young daughters are with him.
That's why he brings him, I think. His wife's sick about it.
Yeah.
Wait. We just got to pay Ben here for this comment. Kelly Osbourne will no doubt now record an album's worth of cheesy Ozzy and Sabbath cover versions just in time for the Christmas sales rush. That point is mind-blowing.
I think Ozzy's wife is real smart.
I mean, who's more of a huckster than Sharon Osbourne? They will monetize the shit out of his death.
God, anything Ozzy's recorded that hasn't been released is coming.
Also,
it's on its way.
You know how like ABC News will sort of they'll pre-produce celebrity obituaries just to have them ready to go. I bet you they, like Kelly, if Kelly did such an album of her dad's music, she recorded it like 5 years ago just on the off chance that he dies before the Christmas rush, you know?
That's evil, but yes, you're probably
That's
right.
So
That's morbid.
Sharon, David, that's so clever by you. You should be her, like, I don't know, vice president,
business advisor.
Right, she's such a fucking huckster. She absolutely
She'd be like, honey, get in the recording studio and sort
Right.
this out now. Let's just get this done now.
He's into the 7th decade of his life. I mean, how much longer can it be? Right.
There will be an Osbourne's animated
Sorry for the
series
accent.
announced on Hulu in the next 4 months. Look at this. Look at Casey. I'm gonna see this picture of Casey. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and send it to him so he could capitalize on the death of Ozzy.
Remember when you
I gave him
Ozzy
anal
Osbourne
in the
ass?
studio.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Says, Ozzy, you travel with the kids and they can keep an eye on you.
So this daughter, Amy, you never see her ever until here, and she's completely out of the limelight.
Hey, Oz, how you doing?
I'm doing
great seeing you.
I'm from Europe.
You just got in from Europe. Here, put that microphone near your face, and I want to say hi to your
from
kid.
Europe. I did a tour with Sabbath in Europe. It was great.
I got to tell you, one time I was staying at the Westwood Marquee.
That was the Sunset.
Not
Marquee.
that story again.
Yeah. And I remember I had heard that Ozzy Osbourne.
How great is that? Ozzy's fucking shitting on him for repeating the same story.
Also, like in a stupor, Ozzy Osbourne can recall the previous Stern interview that he's already repeating a story. He's pretty sharp for being so out of it. That's
but
crazy.
how about this? This is by the way, this is 98. The year we can't find. And so by 98, Howard's out of life experiences already. He's only stayed in a hotel twice in his life.
He made a movie. That's the end of his life experiences. Right.
Lived at the Sunset Marquee Hotel in Los Angeles, and I said, how could that be? I mean, Ozzy's so rich and everything. You girls know your dad's real loaded, don't you?
We don't talk about it.
Howard really does. He has the same 3 hotel stories over and over and over again. The Michael Jackson one, this one, and the stuff with the Hard Rock with Casey Armstrong by the pool and all that shit. Or, the Mad Tear phase.
Yes.
It's the same 3 hotel stories.
You don't talk about it?
It's so much money you can't even talk about it.
Kids, do you think you're ever going to work for a living, or you're just going to take dad's money?
That is disgusting. I'm not going to live with my father my whole life.
Why not? My kids plan on doing it.
Projection. Daughters.
My kids are the same age as you girls.
To adopt
I've got a
me.
question to ask you.
You can forget I'm not asking.
Did your dad put you up to asking me a question?
No,
Yes.
What is the question?
What is the question?
Come on, Kelly.
Okay. About 2 nights ago, I was watching you on E with
Yes.
Drew Barrymore's mother.
Yes.
And I just wanted to know, what made you ask her if after she takes a shit, does she...
Oh, you didn't say that.
Good call, David.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember that they had to bleep her, and she's like however old she is here. Like
This is
13.
really interesting. I don't remember this too well.
Yeah.
He made you say that?
Yes.
You don't like when your dad curses, do you?
No.
No. And he
Say what you said.
make a duty. Say make a duty.
Okay.
All right. So I was on with Jade Barrymore, and you were watching.
Yeah.
And
I want to know...
Doesn't she look like a young Drew Barrymore?
I was gonna say, like in the
opposite directions.
In the back, in the green room footage, like just that home camera that home video camera that they use. I was like, oh, it looks like a young ET age Drew Barrymore.
It really does.
Yeah.
What did she like? Does he cleans herself? It's so gross.
yes, I asked her if she cleaned herself after she made a duty.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I asked her that because people are curious. Listen, aren't you?
No.
You don't laugh at duty jokes?
Yes.
I want to know if her lips.
If they're not laughing at your duty jokes, who is that for? A gay man as an excuse to have anal sex and ass references.
Yeah.
Who is that for?
John,
if
it's
not
too
for them?
early for that.
Gay men aren't even laughing at this.
I know.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
It's for real. That's all I have to say.
I believe she has.
By the way, really quick on the Epstein thing, really quick. All I'm gonna say is this: cleaning out the computer. I'm gonna play the one besides Trump. Leon Black was one of Epstein's BBFs, and I have a nice audio of Howard going to Leon exclusive birthday party, and I have no doubt in my mind Epstein was there. I have no doubt they were that close.
This guy's been talked about for years.
And I'm going to connect some dots with that whole thing.
And we're not talking about JB Smoove, by the way.
No, we're not. That's a great Curb Your Enthusiasm
That is
reference.
unbelievable.
Had something done to those lips.
I think so. Those were kind of hanging down there.
Yes.
There she is.
Which lips are the kids referring
That's
to?
the one you never see.
I think these are a little young. All right.
Okay, so that's his daughter, Amy. Aimee.
Yeah.
2 E's at the end?
Yes, that's correct. Like Amy Mann.
Amy Mann, right?
Ozzy, you've raised your daughters. I met your son.
Yeah.
Son's a great kid. The girls are fantastic.
They're great kids. They're great kids.
So when I was staying
We
at the,
actually saw the girl.
yeah, I was staying at the Sunset Marquee,
you
and
say
there
that
I see,
one
and
more
I didn't really know Ozzy all that well at that time. I'd only met him maybe once, or not even.
Right.
And all
I
of a
don't think we
sudden,
met him at all.
yeah. So all of a sudden, I see Ozzy walking by, and he's Ozzy, and I'm like, oh my god.
Crazy Robin, your mouth is not disturbing. They wish they had your jawline, Crazy Robin.
God, it's Ozzy. And then I see him with the kids.
Yeah.
And the kids are dressed in beautiful white dresses like
Yeah,
they'd just gone to
beautiful,
church.
gorgeous.
And I went, wow, what's wrong with this picture? The kids are so conservative, and it's Ozzy.
I know, you couldn't believe they were Ozzy's kids.
And your wife's very conservative.
Oh, very conservative.
Yes.
I'm also going to play for the next show. Remind me, David, that Jackie Martling has an Epstein story. He actually went to his mansion with other comedians, and he told that on Opie's podcast, and it's a great story. Yeah. It's really bizarre. Woody Allen was there and shit. God. Is there any doubt? Woody Allen
more
is
proof do you need?
Like, I know. Woody Allen alone should just be. That's enough. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So are you kids like freaked out by your dad?
No.
You're not?
No.
Because you know about his reputation. He's a wild man.
Yeah.
He's like the wildest rock star I've ever heard of, quite frankly.
He's revered for his wildness.
Yeah. And you know what?
Robin?
And your dad sat you down and told you all the stories about him biting off the head of a bat and everything and all that.
Please.
What? You don't believe it?
Oh, no, it's just so old.
It's so old.
That story.
You hate this, but he had to sit down and tell it to you so you didn't hear it from the kids at school.
It's like, bite something else already.
How great is it that you have two precocious Nepo baby tweens,
right?
Like throwing haymakers at Howard, and he's actually they're over his head. Like he's too lowbrow for two tweens.
Yeah, right. They're already sick of him.
He's
right.
too low IQ and redundant for these two tweens.
Yeah, and they also have probably been around. They're in Ozzy's orbit enough that they know what the tropey interview questions are, or the tropey things that interviewers bring up when they talk to Ozzy. So they're probably fed up with it as much as.
And they're
Ozzy
so
is.
young too,
Yeah.
and they're already fed up with it.
Right. And can verbalize
And do
that.
the kids at school think you're wild because you're Ozzy's daughters?
No, they think I'm a lesbian.
So what he's doing is he's projecting his own daughters into this interview. And
Right.
this Amy has a great comeback here. Let's play it
She's
again.
daughters?
Such a great pause there.
They do?
Yes.
Here we go.
Hey, Robin. And your dad sat you down and told you all the stories about him biting off the head of a bat and everything and all that?
Please.
What? You don't believe it?
Oh, no, it's just so old.
It's so
I
old.
hate that story.
You hate this, but he had to sit down and tell it to you so you didn't hear it from the kids at school.
It's like, bite something else already.
Right on. And do the kids at school think you're wild because you're Ozzy's daughters?
No, they think I'm a lesbian.
They do? Why? Why do they think you're a lesbian?
Because I don't know, I guess I'm a little bit conceited towards them because they're a little bit dumb.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't pay attention to the kids?
I thought she was trolling Howard with that because Howard's, his whole thing was lesbian.
I wouldn't rule it out.
I'm not ruling it out either.
Yeah, I could see Ozzy loading them for bear with this is because it's he probably wants to get Howard on the defensive so he doesn't terrorize his daughters. So.
I wouldn't you if you were going in there? Wouldn't you arm your kids with? Kids are such sponges at that age.
Oh yeah,
I would totally set them up with zingers and comebacks.
Yeah,
especially about his personal. I mean, you could kill him with his own life right here if they really wanted to.
And the English English accents on kids always make them seem like they're 40 years older. So it's
oh my god, I know. They're so precocious, these two.
All right,
and then Sharon's in their heads all day, and I bet they just sponge it all up.
Yeah.
Too bad Howard wasn't an acclaimed artist back then. Ozzy could have been invited to the girls to his art class. It's true, Tendrils. Amy is definitely smarter than Howard right here. Red Rooster. Amy did a great interview in The Guardian, says Ben for it 1-0 for a few months ago. She remains very grounded, releasing her music and playing in small venue gigs.
Good for her.
Amy doesn't have she doesn't have a British accent, I guess, to this day.
Does she?
Those kids are asking themselves, who is this weirdo we have to talk to? Look at my dad. I know. All Howard could do is regurgitate, says Crazy Robin. Meanwhile, Ozzy's kids of the first marriage will probably not even be at this funeral. That's so true, MIA.
Yes, she is recently. So,
oh, wow.
Yes.
Right.
She looks
like
kind of like her mum a bit.
Katie Holmes and Penelope Cruz had a kid.
Yeah,
Penelope Cruz, very good. That's
somewhere in the middle of
right
that.
There.
Wow, and she looks so different than fucking Kelly.
She does, yeah.
I wonder if she had worked. She looks good. She's the goth dark princess look, right? Isn't that like?
Look at the title of this, John. You'll laugh. Real reason forgotten Amy Osbourne quit Nepo baby life finally revealed as family unite for Ozzy's last show.
There was such a controversy when she wasn't on the reality show all that time.
Right.
It was. I remember you could see her face for a moment on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She's walking by, and I was like, "Oh, that's the other kid."
She's the Kelsey Grammer of the Osbournes.
I'm a lesbian.
Oh, so they made you into a lesbian.
One time when we were having dinner at Gladstone's in LA, we had a friend.
These kids are so fucking spoiled and sophisticated.
I know.
Yes.
They're referencing restaurants in every city and shit.
When we went to the Ivy.
Love the voices. Yeah.
The only restaurants kids know are, Burger King, and Golden Corral. And I know you don't know those. God damn it! What I mean, you talk about just a different species. They always
The only
rich
person
are different.
The only
We're
person
going to
who
the
does a
Rainbow
better-
Room tonight in New York.
That's a good accent, but the only person who does a better accent is John.
Remember a press conference. I remember a press conference. Keith Richards, and he goes, "Keith, you guys are by far the biggest moneymaker, and how come you don't donate to charity?" And Richard just looked at him and goes, "Oh, come on, man. You gonna stop with that?"
Oh, brilliant. Can we get a round of applause from everyone in the chat for the doing English? I love it. And it's not bad English. See what I did there? Thank you.
Modern English.
That crowd applause you have in there is brilliant. I was so.
And she told the waitress that she was a lesbian, and all these girls came coming up to her and goes, "We're glad you came out for closet. Welcome to our world."
Really?
And she was known as a lesbian there now.
But you girls know.
To quote Danny Provenzano, right? A manzo is a manzo is a manzo is a manzo is a scumbag is a manzo.
Don't think you're lesbians, do you?
No.
No.
No,
I just don't like little boys.
you don't.
No, I hate teenage boys. That's
You do.
disgusting.
They are.
Yes.
Yeah, you need a more mature man.
Man like yourself, huh?
No, not me. Please. She's a little young for me.
Even you.
What do you, Amy?
I don't think that's any better than Trump's comments, but I'm going to be dating her in 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't think that's any better. I don't think there's anything more noble about that. That's just as wretched.
I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
Hear the girls at the end of that? They go,
I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
And he screams it at them. Yeah, he's whispering it. He screams it at them.
Yeah.
You're 14 years old?
Yes.
And Kelly, you're 13?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got daughters like around the same age. I got a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old.
12-year-old, yeah.
Well, she's turning 13.
Doesn't he have a
Maybe we could
third
kiss him.
child at this point?
Howard only knows his kids' ages because it makes him. He's relating his own age to it. It's not that he needs to know their age. He's just relating it. How young do I look for my kids?
He also seemingly forgets that he has a third child here too.
He always forgets he's a third child.
Right.
Together. Not if you're lesbians, though. I got to.
I am not a lesbian.
I'm just kidding with you. Hey, so anyway, Ozzy.
I just did a lightning tour with Black Sabbath in Europe.
But how was that getting back together with Black Sabbath?
Bill, the drummer had a heart attack.
What in the world is going on?
Well, your music's very intense. You know what I mean?
We did the rehearsal, but before we did the first show, down he went like a one-legged parrot.
Really?
Down he went.
This is not on stage.
No, in the rehearsal.
In the rehearsal.
Yeah, come out. He went.
Why did you tell him to sing that? That would have been great for a show.
Bon, are we going to be doing a Trump show in the fall? Like I was talking about?
I'm asking you. You know that. You can't even decide that, John. You know who the only person who can decide that is.
I say we base it on Sarah. I say we base it on and I can find that 98 interview. I have another link I can send you. You could sift through. It helped me sift through it. It's 404.
It's up to Sarah because she is a Republican. So she has to decide, because how can you do it without going all on? And the three of us, what are we going to do? We're going to be shitting on him all through it.
We could somewhat avoid politics by.
I don't know. Can you, David?
There's so much other stuff going on back then. I think.
Give us your thoughts, David. Can you do this without getting political? Because it's such an easy target.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I as the token gay man of the Deppening, I think I'm pretty good at going with the flow for the last 5 years that I've been on this show. And so, there's looking at this in a show business capacity, I'm happy to do that,
I mean, I have clips of him outing Howard's prenuptial agreement. I have clips of him taking CBS and Infinity's side in Howard promoting Sirius when he showed up. So there's plenty of stuff outside of politics with them. And I have the Artie roast at the fucking Friars Club. When Artie roasted him I have him and Artie fighting over the fucking Borgata joke. I mean, there's tons of stuff we can avoid with politics.
Yeah,
tons. I mean, everybody does a political show, and unless you're the Majority Report, you shouldn't be doing it either. And we could do plenty of fun stuff without delving into anything political. I mean, who needs it, right? Who needs us doing it? Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Your decision for Christ. An action.
You were on a fucking roll today.
Can I request the I Got Your Glengarry right here drop really quick?
You certainly can.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this sounds interesting. No politics, says Rooster. Go ahead, Bono. I'm not stopping you. Remember, you said his building was... Yes. I love when Trump says things like, New York's the hottest city. It's the hottest city. Trump is the hottest.
I got your Glengarry right here, Daniel.
Trump in 9/11 was in. Remember Trump called in to Howard on 9/11? God, 2 days after, or was it
Oh,
during?
and he wanted war, didn't he? He was kicking off. He was saying, "Let's go."
Yep, everybody did.
Yeah,
Everybody
Howard
did.
was. Oh.
All right. So rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. We will circle back to you on the Cleaning Out the Computer show, which is next, and we will do Sharon versus the Insane Clown Posse, a couple of the Ozzy things when they come on as a family to promote the reality show. That whole thing. Anything else I could possibly? Oh, when Sharon has Holly Robinson and Leah Remini fired, that will piss me off.
Yeah.
Because I did this on such short notice. So I just threw those two videos together so you could see Amy and that creepy ass interview and the first Ozzy video interview. And because we have Bon Jovial here.
Wait a sec. Should we just cover Colbert just for a very quick moment?
Sure. I don't have any video on him.
I do, because I know that the only reason I put this together is because John's just going to crack the shits when he sees one part of it. So just to make everybody feel better on the last show, I don't know, did you guys see this, John, David?
I did not see his last night show. No, I did not see it yet. I
Yeah.
was going to watch it. I didn't watch it yet. I did not
To
see
make everyone feel better, he brought some of his famous celebrity friends
Weird
onto
Al
the show.
Yankovic and normal Lin-Manuel Miranda.
So now the volume's going to go right down here. We don't need to hear what they say, but we get this big thing, and then we get into this whole comedy thing. Now have a look at this. He gets his buddies together, and this is just unbelievably embarrassing. Have a look at this. So we're cutting to shots of their buddies doing the Coldplay thing. See, they're doing the Coldplay thing that happened over the weekend. So you got that, and then they cut, and these shots must be, I think
John
they're
Oliver.
pre-recorded.
Could be.
Because these people around them, you see them around them,
Are
they're
not
not jumping
cheering.
around going crazy.
You could do anything
See?
now on green screen. Look at that
They
black
probably
guy.
just shot it with an earlier audience. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
like if up now John's got Smigel in
triumph.
there, which is a good thing.
Whoa. Hold on, Bon. Pause it. You know what they're doing here, right?
Hmm?
This is fucking huckster Adam Sandler selling Happy Gilmore 2 at Colbert getting canceled. So he brought his whole fucking cast into the goddamn crowd
Right.
to promote Happy Gilmore 2 while we dance on Colbert's grave.
And I bet Smigel wrote the screenplay for Happy Gilmore too.
It's guaranteed. No, and he probably has a huge cameo in it. And
Right.
some character.
Really?
Guaranteed. Oh, yeah.
Are all of these people
Ozzy's
in
right.
Look at this. This gets worse. And here's this one's.
Oh,
this is gonna make John.
Christ.
John will go crazy now. Look at this son of a bitch. Oh, see.
He can't. You
Look at
can't
this.
get away
Look
from
at
this
that.
guy.
I know you
even the
can't.
Gayest time. I mean, he would look more masculine high-fiving Justin Timberlake at a fucking Wimbledon. Look at this. You can't get away from. Oh my god, Stephen, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I'm gonna look at. So ironically, Colbert's the only guy that doesn't have the summer off out of these jagoffs.
Right.
Meanwhile, these two, their ratings are 1/4 what Colbert's are, and they get the summer off, and they get to remain on the air while Colbert gets axed. That's the power of Lorne Michaels at NBC.
By the way, you're so right. This was so pre-recorded because it's the same. They never do like a zoom in from like the wide shot of the audience. They never like. It feels like Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen were the only ones they zoomed in on, but everyone else is like a cut to a one shot of them.
Well, they're also
so
the most.
You see
the
this
biggest
shot, and then they cut to pre-recorded.
So that's not even right. So that's a pre-record too. Yeah, look at that. That's so
something Howard would
clumsy.
do. Those two,
Because
those two host CNN's New Year's. That's their thing together.
If you were in the crowd, you'd start jumping up and down out of your seat. These people aren't. These people at the front. They're not even jumping up, and no one around them is jumping up and down.
Totally pre-recorded. That's such a great observation.
And
well, also too, have you ever seen a black guy in Colbert's crowd? They showed two,
and it's
that's
the same...
calculated, right? So they had to have like the spectrum of like racial diversity,
right?
You'd never see a black guy in Colbert's crowd or any other crowd.
There's one though. There's one.
There's
We
another
got
one,
John.
So that's how you know you're right, because
But
they deliberately put in like racial diversity.
I'm so happy that I've never watched a full episode of Colbert, but I had to get this because when I saw it was in Hollywood Reporter saying his friends came, and I was like, oh, I got to see who his libtard friends are.
No women, which is interesting.
Yes, good, very good.
Of course not. Of course,
and no
not.
people of color.
Now, to Jon Stewart's credit, Jon Stewart is responsible for Colbert and this. It's kind of a whole little pipeline from Comedy Central. I don't know. I have to remind people, Colbert used to do something called The Colbert Report. It's basically a Bill O'Reilly parody, and it followed The Daily Show, and they gave him The Letterman Show. A lot of times, hey, this is economics. This is capitalism. He was losing money. They only lost money because Letterman lost money before him, and he just jumped in the Letterman spot. Does that show need to be expensive, guys? What on earth are they doing that would make that show lose money? What are they doing? They come out, he talks to a few people. Why would that cost? Look at what that is. Why does that cost anything? They're losing money because CBS made them lose money. It doesn't need to be that expensive. But he's easily the top late night guy. And he was doing political satire before any of these fucks were. Kimmel. I mean, Fallon was forced to do it. Fallon has no interest in. He was friends with his kissing Trump's ass like kissing Paris Hilton's ass. Right. He has no interest in that. But he needs to be part, just in the same way that Howard does. You know what I mean? Just drafting on the sort of Hollywood celebrity political slant. There's nothing genuine about it.
It's
lazy, yes.
Quasi-leftist pod. It's not even. It's middle. It's centrism. I mean, it's not even. They're not even liberal. There's
nothing to it. And certainly that he's going to draft onto what Tina Fey is at the same time. And it's like I said. Look at what these shows are. For that show to lose, how do you lose money on what that is? Yeah. Two guests come out, they talk to him, that's it. There's a crowd. What are you spending money on? There's no graphics, there's no special effects. Why would you need a staff more than 10 people on that show?
And it's not relevant anymore either. Like,
yes.
You remember how Letterman used to be like the Ed Sullivan Theater, Times Square, and it was all this prestige. And now it's like you've got Joe Rogan sitting at a table in some studio. No one cares about the theater anymore. Well, it's not working.
I texted John about like when I heard Colbert was canceled, and I said like I tend to believe that like the late night talk show was irrelevant in the mid 80s when Carson was doing it. You know, I mean, they just had enough like post World War II, you know, boomer and greatest generation money and capital to make it last for another 40 years with nary an audience member actually watching it. You know.
But it was almost like that the networks felt they needed that as a garnish of some kind to end the night. Yeah. Even if it didn't make a profit, they're like, well, we got to do it too, and it doesn't matter if it makes money. It's almost like they're doing, but it's if it's not profitable, it's their fault. It's not profitable because there's nothing to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Why would that cost anything? Look at what that is.
Well, I think also the movies, you know, they like that it's a sort of high-end press junket station to send their celebrities to. So then it's not all, you know, Byron Allen.
And I would wager to say that I bet you they haven't moved a single movie ticket from that for years. Who's watching that and goes, yes, I did not know that movie was coming out. I saw, you know, Bradley Cooper on Seth Meyers, and I'm going to the movie now.
That's right. The internet does everything now.
Way before, months before, with these trailers come out.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, I just fucking despise the Nazi, but Greg Gutfeld, you know, does, I don't know, 3 times the ratings they do.
Yeah.
Because it's one, you know, everybody right wing is going to watch that one show.
Right.
And I don't know if it goes against it or if he's on at 11 and 5 or whatever. But so, and then they're divvying the audience out to all these different things. And it's all interchangeable. It's kind of all the same show, and it's all the same. And they're all friends, and they're not feuding, and that's not interesting. But I would wager to say that Letterman before Colbert was hemorrhaging money.
Yeah.
Colbert does better than Letterman does.
Anyone who liked Letterman liked him when he was on NBC, and then the comedy nerds who defend that NBC show of his fall off when he moved to CBS. Like
totally did. Totally did, and it got so lazy. Who was talking
Strangers
about
with
Letterman?
Candy.
I love
that was Colbert's show. Yeah,
greatest show.
How about this? You know who's reveling in this? The Schadenfreudeness of it all. Even though Colbert's going to come out on top, Colbert's going to leave that. He's from everybody I know, he's one of the nicest guys in show business. I mean, he's the opposite of Letterman, who's this curmudgeon, unapproachable, shitty to staff, preying on fucking PAs.
Yeah.
Colbert is the complete polar opposite of Letterman. Completely the nicest guy. Just there's nothing about him that is hateable working for him in that environment. But he's going to go to whatever. He'll go to, it could be a YouTube show. Maybe he'll do what Conan did. Go to fucking TNT. He'll replace the TNT NBA show. Go to TNT and do something there. He's getting so much sympathy from this. But the guy that loves this the most is Vinny Favale. Because Vinny had a fucking Me Too. Vinny is a sex pest on the fucking Colbert set because he was a holdover from the Letterman staff, and Colbert basically brought over his Colbert Report staff from Comedy Central. So he wanted to get rid of the old Letterman people, and Vinny was like this kind of this kind of entitled sex pest, I guess, on the Colberts in the set. And they had him fired, and he of course denied it and stuff. And so nobody's happy. I don't know if Vinny is like, I guess what do you got? Oh, Colbert's WNBA of late nights is PC23.
How old is Vinny now? He's got to. Is he older than Howard?
63. I think he's your mom's age.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought he was older, but
I remember him saying his age once, and I'm like, oh, he's Depp's age. I remember that at some point on the show. But he's loving this because he thinks this is like some kind of karma, police at work here. That he's even the score. That he's going to take. He's definitely basking in this. But if I'm Colbert, I'm happy about this. I mean, not only you get another year to figure it out. I bet you some of the fucking streaming services come after him. Okay, I'm not under the aegis of CBS, which is the most namby-pamby, censored network on the face of the earth. Whether it was the Trump administration and the pressure with Paramount and fucking Redstone and 60 Minutes and all that shit that had him fired. Even if it is, they probably did him a favor. I would love to get out of there.
What's his options, guys? Well, both of you know the landscape and the networks that are available to him now. What is his next step?
It's either going to be like TNT, like what Conan did with TBS, or he will go to Amazon or Netflix.
I could see a streamer picking him up, like HBO or something.
And it's not going to be 4 nights. It's going to be like twice a week, once a week. It's going to be
Jon Stewart is only doing Mondays for the Daily Show.
It's going to be similar to that, probably, yeah. And Jon Stewart thinks he's next. He's already. I think he's just.
Well, he works for the same company too.
He's leading into it. Yeah, Jon Stewart's. He kind of wrought Colbert. I mean, it's the two of them. He's the executive producer of Colbert's show. I think that gets lost in the shuffle and all this.
Yeah.
Jon Stewart was always the guy. David and I talked about this. I think it was Armfeld that he, all through the 90s and some of the 2000s, he was constantly being rumored. He would get a new show every time there was a Paul McCartney tribute. Jon Stewart would get a new talk show or rumored for a new talk show, and they even joked about it on Larry Sanders that he was always being groomed to replace Larry on the show. And Jon Stewart's everybody's guest host and everybody's replacement.
Greg Kinnear's guest host. And right. Yeah.
He initially had an MTV show, and then he did
short attention span theater.
And, he replaced Arsenio Hall. Don Jameson just talked about the band they had on the metal show. It says more tickets than albums. Yeah. It's the same concept where you can't quantify it monetarily. But like I said, that show's only expensive because CBS made it that expensive. There's nothing about the production that needs to be. You don't hear about Colbert's salary too much. and I'm sure it's a big staff. I don't know why. He just does a standard monologue and he do some bits on the street. But I'm sure.
He concerns you the most, though, John, doesn't he? Because of the allegations. This man could well be extremely predatory. Isn't that right?
Who, Colbert?
Fallon.
Oh, yeah. Well, Fallon, yeah. David and I talked about it, and I think we talked about it, too. The other thing that's crazy, and I said this about Fallon, how he gets 1/3 the ratings Colbert does, and it's he's really kind of like hated more than anything. He has a fucking a trafficking. A statutory
That's the concern. Like, he's a ticking time bomb, isn't he?
I know.
Until that gets
and the staff stories about him, and then he and Horatio Sands, they paid out a victim, an underage victim, for trafficking. Lorne Michaels, NBC, paid out the victim. That was a complete admission of guilt that you did it.
Yeah.
Fallon and Horatio Sands got busted trafficking underage chicks to Saturday Night Live. We talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
On one of the and he's still on the air.
Yeah, it's insane. There's in LA right now, because the Emmys are coming up in a month. We have all these for your consideration billboards. So every show is like trying to appeal to Academy voters to be considered for the win for the Emmys. Jimmy Fallon's poster reads 8.6 billion total views, number one most viewed, number one most followed, number one most engaged late night program and talk show across socials for June of 2024 to May of 2025. I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah.
I do not believe that for
what do you think publicists are for?
Right.
To spin statistics that don't exist. They know it's been well publicized that Fallon is the distant third in those 11:30 shows. It's not even close. So they have to spin it. Oh, online he does really well.
Right.
They all do. But that's not the game. They're not going. Initially, they were not going for YouTube clicks.
Exactly. I mean, every late night show is going to be sort of like doing their tricky math to try to come up with how can we claim that anybody is watching us on our for your consideration billboards, So, but I mean, I can't believe how pushed down into the news those Fallon, Horatio Sands allegations were and are. That nobody is talking about it is kind of crazy.
I can only imagine, David, as we say all the time, with the Lorne Michaels PR machine, that they do everything in their power to whitewash that away, because he's in the star-making business, and whether it's Pete Davidson or Fallon or Seth Meyers, once he gets behind a horse, he will crowbar that onto the pop culture zeitgeist whenever he could. The whole Pete Davidson dating thing, Fallon was doing that too. So they would team it. Remember Winona Ryder and Jennifer? Every 2 weeks, Fallon had another celebrity girlfriend. It was just like Pete Davidson. Do you think that's organic? Do you think that's really happening on their own?
I just love Winona Ryder goes from Beck to Jimmy Fallon.
I know. I know. It's all
man.
I think everybody like collectively at the same time go, please, Fallon's next. Please, please, please.
That's right. And if Fallon was listening right now, he'd say this to you, John.
Like it, leave.
See,
and who's
tried
Fallon's
to crowbar
best friend?
that in as best
as
I could.
That's Alan Arkin. That's the father in Edward Scissorhands, Alan Arkin.
Yeah.
Cotton Fitzsimmons could be next, for Christ's sake. Cotton Fitzsimmons could easily be next. I mean, you go from the Kansas City Kings to the Phoenix Suns, and nobody talks about her, and it's like crazy.
That is unbelievable.
I say this, and then who's Fallon's best friend, right? Equally repugnant and equally as hated now, Justin Timberlake. If it was just Britney Spears, I had no idea has like this crazy fan base. Like I know she's famous and I know she is huge and whatever, but she has an insane amount of like fangirls all buzzing around the internet, and they just eviscerated Justin Timberlake's career. And he's the worst. He is the worst. And after the drunk driving thing and cheating on Jessica Biel and the team in with Jimmy Fallon, it's just...
there was something about the collective parasocial sympathy that fans had for Britney's... oh God, what is the word? Now I can't think of a word.
Hold that thought, David. Did you hear Bon Jovi
laughing
giggle
at
you saying
slew of-
parasocial sympathy. As soon
The
as you
biggest
said
load I've ever
conservatorship.
as soon as you said parasocial sympathy, Bon Jovi was like, "Oh God, that's
They
my new
dropped
drop."
a load of the likes of which I'd never seen before.
He just gave him a new drop.
Sympathy for her conservatorship.
Yes.
That whole saga, I think, really made her. There's a couple, like even Pamela Anderson, because of the documentary that her son made about her, has garnered some newfound like retroactive respect, and so forth.
Yes, Clay Dabbler. I have heard of the Dabbler. Well, the thing about that one is it was Chrissy Mayer, the female ginger comedian, says the word, simply just says, "Did you dabble in comedy?" And it turns into that. And it spiraled into that. That's all she said. That's all she had to say.
Wait.
The derivation
This
of
man, is this you, Clay Dabbler? You've been on with Stuttering John, haven't you, Clay?
Oh, you know it way better than I.
This guy's been podcasting with Stuttering John for months. That's you, isn't it?
Oh, okay. John's a good friend of mine.
This guy's English. He's from England, and he has shat on John excellently. He's notorious in the Dabbleverse, so it is very nice to have you aboard. And Jesus, do I have something I can shit on Stuttering John about
David,
right now?
Do your river dance line and him tapping on the keyboard right now. We're gonna...
We have a lot of celebrities in the chat today.
I know. This is the old Carson show. Like, Dad, David Brenner's here. Don Rickles,
Bob
the
Hope's doing a
Calvertons
walk
here.
on, right?
Leave the Melendez.
Breaches my copyright.
Don Buchwald is the biggest prick in the world.
Speaking of the
I
biggest
ask Arm a question, why don't you respond to my DMs? Why not?
Okay, I just got back.
It's nice to have you, Clay. I'm fascinated by how you tweak John. This guy, Clay, can tweak John as much as Carl and
he's doing what Vince the lawyer used to do.
God, I am out of it.
That guy Vince the lawyer.
Yeah.
He used to go on and
yeah,
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy gets John to say shit that John does not want to say, and then when John realizes what he's said, it's quite entertaining. So, very nice to have you, Clay.
There should be more. There should be more Claytons in the world.
If we covered John, Clay, we would have you on for sure. But we really, too much.
We do though. We play in cleaning out the computer. But it's not done in the fucking Dabbler way. It's just done in a retro, genuine. We're not doing any of that shit.
Exactly.
Which is behind my paywall.
Yes, you're right, John. You're right. So speaking of assholes, we have. Because Bon Jovi's here, we have to get to the musical side of this. This is Fred Norris, just a repugnant human being, and this is Roger Daltrey.
Well, he doesn't seem so bad, John, compared to everything we've just gone through.
He is.
I'm starting to love Fred a bit.
Yeah.
Wait for it. So this is because we have Bon Jovi here. This is. I was requested this, and I had to go really fish for this because there's no video for it.
Oh,
so
yes,
Roger
Daltrey. Okay.
All right. So Roger, this is how this goes. Pete Townsend was supposed to come on the show in 2006 because they were getting their own channel on Sirius. This is like when that all started. Townsend gets goofed on by them, Artie and Robin, in fact, about the fucking kiddie porn stuff.
Right.
Townsend hears them and bails on the interview. And Roger Daltrey jumps in his grave, and because it's early in the morning, they might have been in England. They want him to sing, and Fred is tapped to play guitar with him, and Fred loses it on Daltrey because Daltrey criticizes Fred doesn't know the right chords. So this is right up both of your alley. I mean, as far as the.
I don't see how I'm not going.
Michael, you ever hear a chord progression?
Brother, you got to say it's an interview. You have to answer what This is boring. It's not boring.
Hey, he would be singing if he had...
This is Daltrey. So Townsend bailed already, and now Daltrey jumped in his grave.
Who do you like me? We'd have you do a song, but Pete's not there.
Well, I don't know. Roger, I heard a rumor that Roger was going to sing instead of Pete, so I'm not putting him on the spot. Is there going to be a performance of any kind this morning?
He doesn't have a guitar.
I'm not doing a cappella.
Also, there's no guitar.
I'll sing with you.
They're on satellite, meaning this is like before Zoom, and I don't think like Skype was there yet. So they're doing that early satellite thing that maybe like technology in 06. And so this is Daltrey. There's no video of this. This is fucking just strictly audio.
Fred, play the guitar. What song you want to do? Fred will play for you. This is going to work well. This will be fun. Fred's as good as Pete. Fred. Quite frankly, Fred's as good as Pete. Don't even worry about it.
Send Yoko to the store to buy a guitar.
Oh, shit. What happened to that Rachel? She can't get back? All right, what do you want to play? What do you want to sing?
Won't get again.
I'm not playing that.
That's not over an old song. I was going to do something new.
Well, we don't have to do anything new.
Well, then, you know.
No, you're going to do an old song right now with Fred. Stop.
One stupid song.
Give us a couple of notes.
What songs do you know? I don't know.
He knows Won't Get Fooled Again.
Just start saying I'll play along with it.
You probably don't even remember it.
You know, I'd rather play it myself. I haven't got a guitar.
You know what my favorite Who song is? Love Reign Over Me.
Do you know how many Who songs the Stern Show has played as bumpers? Going. That's when you go look at Fred. When I'm going looking for Fred, and I put the Sarah Control F move.
Yeah.
All it says is every 2 paragraphs, Fred played the Who going to a break. Fred played the Who. If they took, they would have. I mean, they would literally account for like 40 shows of just them playing Who music.
They went through the entire musical Tommy in a month. You know, just playing every song.
Yeah. As 2 musical virtuosos, how frustrating or would it be to do this show in the? No, this wasn't on Howard TV. MIA. Thank you, Crazy Robin. To tell someone to tell you to sing in the key and the octave of the Who at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, go ahead, Bon.
Yes, or at 8:40 in the morning.
Anytime in the morning.
Right now. So, yeah, I mean, just to see earlier Ozzy being so awake at probably 8 a.m. when they appeared with his kids when he came in is tough. Awful. And to sing is... You'd have to go and, if you actually wanted to sing well, you'd have to go and do warm-ups for like 15, 20 minutes before you get on the show. You'd be sitting backstage. But it feels like burning your throat. It's like sucking on a cigarette. That's what it feels like.
And they're always ambushed by it. They never seem to be aware that they're doing it. And they come in, hey, you want to do a song for us? Like, no.
Yeah.
No. I mean,
Billy Joel, his appearance, like he starts playing Summer Highland Falls, and you know, his voice has to be pretty. I mean, he was playing it in the original.
Oh, you're right. He had a huge problem. That's right.
And he refused to sing it because it's like it's in the key of F. Like he has to hit like a high A in there somewhere.
He explained that articulately. That he was like, no, this is not. He goes. I'm going to spend. I had a friend who was a football coach, and he put it like this. I'm just going to equate sports to this. He goes, he was a JV coach, and he goes, I don't understand this. We spend our entire practicing and doing everything, going over everything at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then when it counts the most, we're playing at 10 a.m. on a Saturday. It doesn't make sense. Why you have to get our best performance? Why would you have us play at an unnatural time? All my cardio is earliest I'll go is 11 a.m. Damn it. You're just making Fred look like a fucking rank amateur. And you're that. So we're just going to end this temporarily, meaning we're going to come back in a few days and finish the rest of this. I have it all set up here. Which seemed to be triggered by the death of Ozzy Osbourne. We are going to figure this out. If the Prince of Darkness did anything, he did that. I am going to end this right now. We're going to resume this in a few days. I love you all.